What if I told you there's an AI coding assistant that's completely open source, works with your favorite AI models, can browse your code base, execute terminal commands, automate browser testing, and even build complete applications for you? Sounds like science fiction? Well, it's real. Today, we're exploring Cline, one of the fastest growing AI coding agents that's changing how developers build software. Whether you're a beginner learning programming or an experienced developer managing massive projects, this tool might completely transform your workflow. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Cline is, why thousands of developers are switching to it, its best features, the pros and cons, and whether it's actually worth your time. Let's get started. First of all, what exactly is Cline? Unlike traditional AI coding assistants that only generate snippets of code, Cline is an autonomous AI coding agent. Think of it as an AI software engineer sitting inside your editor. Instead of simply answering coding questions, Cline can understand your entire project, modify multiple files, write new features, debug issues, execute terminal commands with your approval, browse websites for documentation, and even interact with browsers to test applications. It is designed around a human-in-the-loop workflow where you approve important actions before they run. This makes it far more powerful than a simple autocomplete tool. Now let's talk about the biggest reason everyone is discussing Cline. It's completely open source. Unlike many AI coding tools that lock you into subscriptions or proprietary ecosystems, Cline gives developers full transparency. You can inspect the source code, contribute improvements, and choose exactly which AI model powers your coding experience. That means you're not forced to use one company's AI. Instead, you can connect models from providers like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, OpenRouter, Amazon Bedrock, Azure OpenAI, or even locally hosted models depending on your setup. This flexibility is one of Cline's biggest competitive advantages. One feature that immediately stands out is something called plan mode. Imagine asking AI to build an e-commerce website, instead of instantly writing code, which sometimes leads to messy results. Cline first creates a structured plan. It explains every step. It tells you which files will change. It outlines the architecture. Only after you approve the plan does it start implementing everything. This approach helps reduce mistakes and gives developers much better visibility into what the AI is about to do. Then there's Act Mode. Once you're happy with the plan, Cline begins working automatically. It edits files, creates new components, fixes bugs, installs dependencies, runs terminal commands, and even verifies whether the application works. Instead of copying and pasting AI-generated code manually, you're essentially collaborating with an intelligent developer. Another amazing capability is deep project understanding. Most AI chatbots only understand the code you paste. Cline is different. It can analyze your project's folder structure, understand relationships between files, follow imports, inspect documentation, and maintain context across large code bases. That means when you ask it to add authentication or redesign your dashboard, it understands where those changes belong instead of guessing. Now let's talk about browser automation. This feature feels almost magical. Suppose you've built a website. Normally, you'd run the application, open your browser, test every page manually, find bugs, return to the editor, fix them, and repeat. Cline can automate much of this process. It launches browsers, interacts with your application, detects issues, and helps verify fixes as part of the development workflow. That's a huge productivity boost. One feature advanced developers absolutely love is MCP support. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Without getting overly technical, think of MCP as a universal connector that lets AI communicate with external tools. That means Cline can connect to APIs, databases, documentation, cloud services, GitHub repositories, internal tools, and many other resources through compatible MCP servers. Instead of working in isolation, your AI agent becomes part of your development ecosystem. This dramatically expands what the assistant can accomplish. Another impressive aspect is transparency. Many AI assistants quietly execute actions behind the scenes. Cline does the opposite. Before editing files, running commands, or making significant changes, it asks for your approval. This provides an audit trail and helps prevent unexpected modifications, making it especially useful for professional development teams. Let's discuss pricing. Here's where things become really interesting. The Cline extension itself is open source and free to install. However, because you choose the AI model provider, your costs depend on whichever model or API you connect. If you already have API keys, you simply pay those providers directly. Some users even connect local AI models, which can reduce or eliminate cloud inference costs depending on the setup. This gives developers much more control over spending compared with fixed subscription models. Now let's look at who should actually use Cline. If you're learning programming, building websites, creating SaaS applications, working with React, Python, Next.js, Node.js, or managing enterprise-scale code bases, Cline can significantly accelerate development. It's also valuable for freelancers who want to prototype products quickly, startup founders creating MVPs, and software engineers looking to automate repetitive tasks. Even if you're not an expert coder, natural language instructions can help you build working applications much faster than before. But no tool is perfect. Let's talk about the downsides. Because Cline is extremely powerful, there's a learning curve. New users may need time to understand concepts like AI model providers, API keys, plan mode, MCP integrations, and workflow approvals. Another consideration is cost. While the extension is free, using premium AI models for long or complex coding sessions can increase API expenses, so it's important to monitor usage. And finally, like every AI coding assistant available today, you should still review the generated code. AI can save hours of work, but human oversight remains essential. So how does Cline compare with other AI coding tools? Traditional autocomplete assistants mostly predict your next line of code. Chatbots answer programming questions. Cline goes much further. It plans, reasons, edits entire projects, runs commands, tests applications, uses external tools, and collaborates throughout the development lifecycle. Rather than acting as a smart autocomplete engine, it behaves more like an AI teammate. The developer community has embraced this approach. The project has attracted a large open-source community, millions of installs across supported editors, and tens of thousands of GitHub stars, making it one of the most popular open-source AI coding agents available today. That momentum suggests growing confidence in agent-based development workflows. So, is Cline worth trying? If you're a developer who wants more control, prefers open-source software, enjoys choosing your own AI models, and wants an assistant capable of handling complex coding workflows instead of just generating snippets, then yes, Cline is absolutely worth exploring. It combines transparency, flexibility, automation, and powerful AI capabilities into a single development experience that's difficult to ignore. And as AI coding agents continue evolving, tools like Cline may become standard parts of every developer's toolkit. That's it for today's video. If you found this review helpful and want more videos covering the latest AI tools, coding assistants, productivity software, and emerging tech that could save you hours every week, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also, let me know in the comments. Would you trust an AI to build your next application? Or do you still prefer writing every line of code yourself? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.